these parts, and when you come to College Station, Texas, you know that the Aggies are ready to gig them. Kyle Field will be swaying and electric for this one. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. Texas A&M set to kick off to christen this game. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Tigers offense will take the first swing of the game. And here comes the quarterback. And one thing you know for sure, with this team, as he goes, so goes the offense.
And he's a big-time talent, Reese. This guy can hurt you in a multitude of ways, throwing and running the football. He's going to have to be dialed in, though, because this defense is going to give him a lot of different looks. It's really important mentally this QB is on his game.
And he's not going anywhere to start the night as the home team greets their visitors rather rudely. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. This is the kind of run that falls in the category of sanctioned violence as he's up to the 31. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? But if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the...
And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
And the coverage team able to make the tackle. So Texas A&M's offense will take the field for the first time. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams. Regardless of which side of the ball they play on, the teammates look towards them to step up in big games like this.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down. Nothing the Aggies love more than saying howdy with a strong running game.
How do you like that first down? How do you like that ground game? Like, that's what they've got to be built on. They got to have that toughness. When the Aggies have that toughness is when you see that their best teams are competing at a high level.
Guys, this rough start is hardly what they had in mind to start SEC play, and it's not going to get any easier.
Well, no doubt about it. There were big expectations surrounding this program inside SEC play this year, and things haven't necessarily gone their way. They've had to fight a ton of adversity, but, David, they believe they have the leadership in the locker room to turn it around, but it's got to start today.
Yeah, one at a time. Right? We got to start today. We got to find something. We got to find what we're really good at, what we can hang our hat on, so we can start to build some momentum throughout the season. Obviously, not the start we wanted, but we got to point to the next opportunity.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. Finds his man. It's Muhammad. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one.
Really nice job there as the quarterback. Reading coverage, he knew exactly where to go with the football and at what exact time. The timing could not have been better. They get the completion on 3rd down, setting up 1st and goal.
Power ahead. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. To the air, it's Reed. He makes a grab. And he wanted to score badly, but the defense wrestles him down at the 2. Slams ahead. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Nice job by the defense on 4th down, going up, getting physical, stopping the run, shutting down that 4th down play. Really good job by this defense.
1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. The give to the tailback. Makes his man miss. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the 1st down.
Well, with the weapons this offense has, you knew it was just a matter of time in the run game before someone was going to break a long one. They'd just been running into a wall. They just couldn't seem to find their creases and get enough movement up front, but they finally got it there, picking up the 1st. Let's see what happens next.
Just a pickup of a couple out to the 15-yard line. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Finds just enough daylight to work his way up to the 19-yard line.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, Dan, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. The Tigers are on the move. The give to the back. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a 1st down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest, pound that rock.
He leaves it with the back. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. They'll run play action. A strike downfield. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They'll try the run. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. It's been a defensive battle through the 1st period, and the stats tell that tale. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. He'll do it himself. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Tigers.
Can't start a game any better than that. Defense gets the stop, gives it back to the offense. You march down the field, you score. They're in a great rhythm now on both sides of the ball.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the PAT makes it 7-0. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Florida managed to avoid being gator bait by scratching and clawing their way to a narrow victory. This wasn't the blowout some had hoped for, but it sure beats the alternative.
From the gun, the ground game. Powers through the defender.
A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams. But, boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Feeling some heat. Trying to get rid of it. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
Unloads to the right. It's caught. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown. That was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting to his position.
And it's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Off play action. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. Dropping back, it's Reed. He's got his man. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. And the Aggies come to the line with a new set of downs. On the run, it's Moss. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on first down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. A little screen to the running back. Oh, the sweet juke gets him free. They make the stop, but not before the screen has hit him for a first down and much more. Really good execution by this offense. New set of downs after that completion. Wide receiver now comes in motion. With jet sweep pass. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
This offense has a lot of different ways they can attack you. You're going to see the entire playbook at work in this game. Throwing it, running it, and getting guys the ball out on the perimeter. Great job.
He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do is try to force something on first down in the red zone. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and 3rd down is coming. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Quarterback will audible. Back to the air one more time. Makes the grab. And the defense forces him to step out at the 3.
Right there, I think you need a better play call. You got to help your quarterback out a little bit because the throw has got to at least make it to the sticks. On that last play, you're basically trusting the guy to make a few dudes miss in order to go pick up that first down. I think you need to start being a bit more...
And he will score! Touchdown, Aggie!
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And the point after is good. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. Looks like he's going to try to return it. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
They've got them penned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Wide open downfield. Really nice gain. Gets it out across the 20. It'll be a first down at the 22. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. He'll come out throwing on first down. Pulls it in. It's Burden. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain. Got some of the work done on first. Now let's see what they have on second down. Looking to throw, it's Cook. Dumps it to the back. Makes the grab. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. He's looking to throw it. Fires to the wideout. It's complete. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. And it looks as if they buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Looking to move it through the air. Got his man downfield. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Fair catch, called for and made. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. Drive an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
And it was a nice job in play calling too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. That's caught. It's Muhammad. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
When you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, receivers got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To the air, it's Reed. Fires to the tight end. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down.
And this offense continues to do such a great job on 3rd down. One of the best in the country at it, and the reason why, they keep it manageable most.
Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Got room on the return. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo booster.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
They have a first down at the 41-yard line. He wants to throw. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming. After the misfire, now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Quickly complete. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. And the Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
And the incompletion brings up a second down. Dropping back, it's Cook. Gets it out quickly. Touchdown, Missouri! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Well, when you call the wheel route, you need to have the right matchup, and that time they did. It was the linebacker on the running back, one-on-one. He uses his speed, beat him to the outside, and that's about as easy as it can get.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be third down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Snagged in the middle. It's Muhammad. There's a timeout call as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer.
And the offense has found a lot of success throwing to this guy out of the slot. He's done a nice job working the middle of the field, winning his one-on-one matchups, and this quarterback really feels a good rhythm when he's looking his way.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. That is the last thing you want on first down as an offense, a sack. Now it's second down. Looking to pass. It's Cook. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. The holder will spot it about 35 yards out. It's good. And they'll trot off to the locker room after the field goal to close the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A really raucous environment there in College Station. The passing game for both sides has been outstanding. On point, unrelenting. They've excelled in the short game, the intermediate game, and especially on the deep ball. All in all, a thrilling display of offensive firepower, and these defenses have a lot to discuss here at halftime.
Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple.
Looking deep down the right side. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. This offense capable of exploding at any moment. Now they're set up inside the 30 with a 1st and 10. Back to the ground game on the left. What a tough-minded, hard-edged run. He gets it to the 24. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. Reacted well to the tip, but just couldn't squeeze the football. Instead of the turnover, it'll be 3rd down. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
It is true as he puts 3 on the board. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your...
Yeah, no doubt. I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here, Dave?
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
And they sniff that draw out. The draw unit, you like to sell that pass like you're going to throw the ball down the field, but the defensive line, the defense was not biting it. You could tell they were ready for it. Came, got on the running back, got him on the ground, quick, fast, and in hurt.
He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45.
Defense is about feeling out the offense and what they like to do. What are they going to do in 3rd and short, 3rd and medium, 3rd and long? So far, the offense is winning. Defense is going to need to make some adjustments.
He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense.
I'll tell you what, that's great execution between the QB and receiver. They look like they could execute that throw in their sleep. Quarterback took his steps, threw it on time. Great route by the receiver. Nice job securing the catch.
Back to throw, it's Cook. Complete to the left. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Smashes through. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch him get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look here. 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And that lead grows even bigger. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. On the run run from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something.
Offense threatening at the 45-yard line on 1st and 10. Pulls and fires complete. Knocked down at the 29-yard line. Picked up 15 yards on the play, and he's got a 1st down. The Aggies come to the line with a new set of downs. Trying to find his man on 1st down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped. 1st and goal, and this feels like their chance to give him a finish. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Now the offense tries to punch it in on 2nd and goal. Quick pass on the jet motion. And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
That's number 2 on the day, having a day. I mean, you know he's going to catch the football, and you know he's going to make plays after he catches. Those are the kind of guys that you feature, and you find them, and they produce like this, you keep finding them.
He thought about bringing that out for a half-second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
They'll leave it with him. Plows through the defense. That run epitomizes a veteran, savvy senior who knows how to find space.
And I would just hate to be in the shoes of these defenders trying to tackle this running back because, of course, you're so afraid of this guy shaking you and using his elite speed to make you look bad on a highlight film somewhere, but you forget this guy can still run you over. And you saw it on that play.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Back to pass, it's Cook. Makes the grab on the left. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Offense set on 1st down. He's going to pass. It falls incomplete and will change into the field to get things started back up. That's the end of the quarter, and Missouri has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. 2nd down here as they go back to work after the break. He's looking to throw. Quickly complete. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Down to the 12-yard line, it's 1st down. Used the play fake, now to throw. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. And back to the air on 2nd down. Into the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Tigers. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
Really nice job by awareness, too, from that guy. He's working the back line of the end zone. It's so easy to step out of bounds there, but he...
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the fourth. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll call for the fair catch here. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, Dave. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
To throw, it's Reed. He makes the connection. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Texas A&M going quickly.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you.
And the ball is picked off. Oh, that big stiff arm got him some room. And the senior just took that one out of the air and sends it the other way. First down here for the offense. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. The play action fake. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. Touchdown, Tigers! And the pummeling has started. They build this fourth quarter lead, and they are just minutes away from going 5-0. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job. You got points. Now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
To the air on 1st down. Immediately fires to the middle. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Line gets set, 1st down. Looking to the big tight end. And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. Never had a chance to get rolling after the pick, but he gives them the ball in prime field position at the 40. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Brought down at the 25-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup, and this offense is threatening.
And this offense has done a really good job late in this football game. Man, you put a premium on the fourth quarter and maximizing possessions, and they've put touchdowns on the board. They've done a great job. Nice last play, too. Keep that momentum going and get out of here with the win.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. They go to the ground. just enough room to pick up a couple down to the 26. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. Looking for a man. It's Cook. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Missouri! And the route is on. No mid-season doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you've got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
He wants to throw here on 2nd down. With the catch, it's Muhammad. They make the stop, but the sweet rolling catch is plenty to give him a 1st down. Texas A&M going up tempo. This dude is dealing at receiver right down. He's going to have them yelling well past midnight.
And these receivers are the ones that scare the mess out of you. The Mike Evans that on the outside that you know they're throwing him the football, and you ain't got anybody that can match up. And when the Aggies find those guys, these offenses hum like...
And it's his 4th interception of the night. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away.